Let's get into a popular question that has come up a lot lately. Do CBD products smell like weed? Did you know that many people are turned away from marijuana not because of the psychoactive effects, but because of the smell? It's true. I'm Dale Hewitt, founder of New Phased Blends, and today we're going to talk about the smell of CBD products and whether or not they smell like weed. Before we begin, take a quick second and subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. It helps the channel grow and makes our videos widely available to others that can benefit from them. While many people enjoy the smell of weed, even more do not like that distinct smell. All the different spectrums like broad spectrum, full spectrum, or even CBD isolates also make the potential smells even more confusing to think about. For this reason, I want to take time to address the smell of hemp-based CBD and compare it to the smell of marijuana. So does CBD smell like marijuana or what? Yeah, it definitely can. This is due to the fact that both compounds come from the same plant species and therefore have similar terpenes. You see, CBD is a cannabinoid located within the cannabis plant family. Hemp and marijuana are almost an identical plant with the exception of the THC content. By federal law, hemp must contain less than 0.3% of THC, while marijuana can have in excess of 30% or more. There's no limit for marijuana. In fact, hemp was legal for a long time in the United States. The Farm Bill of 2018 actually decriminalized hemp and hemp-based products, as long as they contain less than 0.3% THC. You're probably thinking, okay, that's great, but what does this have to do with the smell? Well, since both hemp and marijuana are both essentially the same exact plant, that means it's likely their products are going to smell the same or very similar. In addition to smelling the same, they will probably even look the same. Fields of industrial hemp look almost identical to marijuana. Industrial hemp grown for textiles, on the other hand, has an extremely long stalks that are very strong. It's extremely common for topical products like creams, lotions, and balms to have an earthy smell to them, which may smell like weed a little bit. But what you're smelling is the residual odor from the cannabis plant. In order to make products, you have to pull out the CBD from the hemp. This process is known as an extraction. There are many different types of extractions of the cannabis plant, but the end result always results in a hemp extract that is rich in phytocannabinoids. You're left with either full spectrum or broad spectrum extracts, and can even have a CBD Isolate extract, which is only one specific cannabinoid, CBD. This hemp oil looks very dark and smells like marijuana extract. Remember, they're basically the same plant except for the THC content. The smell you're noticing is a bunch of different terpenes. Terpenes are scents that plants and insects disperse in an effort to protect themselves from predators or herbivores. The hemp flower, among other parts of the cannabis plant, have terpenes in them too. This is partly why you might notice your CBD smells like weed. The oil is a base oil. You then mix this with a carrier oil like coconut oil, and then you have a real hemp-based product. There is much more to the process than this, but this is the basic method. Open a container of CBD balm, okay? If the smell is overwhelmingly like marijuana, it's likely a lesser quality product. Most premium topical CBD products have a mild hemp smell to it, but this smell is normally masked with the use of scents like lavender. Premium CBD products typically do not have an overwhelming hemp or cannabis/weed smell to them at all. The better quality of the CBD product, the less likely it will smell like weed. This usually holds true, but why? Premium CBD organizations put a lot of time and effort into making their hemp oil the best. If these companies can sell excellent CBD oils, they'll likely attract more and more customers, right? So when you skimp on production quality, what you end up getting is what you pay for, not a good product. Whether it's bitter tasting CBD gummies or creams that smell like potent marijuana, this is a symptom for poorly manufactured CBD products. A lot of companies are trying to hop on the bandwagon right now and sell CBD that isn't necessarily of good quality. So how can you tell the good stuff from the bad stuff? you need to look for the following: QR codes that link to a third-party certificate of analysis on each product. Real customer reviews. Remember, not all reviews will be perfect, and that's okay. Customer service phone numbers, maybe even money-back guarantees. If you're able to identify all of these on your CBD products, you're probably in good hands and can go ahead and make a good decision by buying. One more thing though, call the customer service phone number. Make sure people actually answer and are helpful. Some companies list phone numbers, but they're either fake or they just never answer them. Remember, the stronger the weed smell, the poorer the CBD oil product quality. While the cannabis plant can have a strong smell to it, we definitely have the technology nowadays to reduce this smell. If companies are skipping out on the process to help reduce or remove the smell completely, they're taking shortcuts, and that's not a good indicator. Premium CBD companies will spend the time and the money to come out with products that smell as little like weed as possible. Tinctures, also known as CBD drops or CBD oil drops, are only going to smell like the flavoring they have. The natural flavored oils, or oils that use no flavoring, might have an earthy, grassy smell and taste to them, but it's not going to be anything overwhelming. If you enjoyed watching this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You'll become privy to info on hemp and CBD products, get discounts on our products, and your subscription will help the channel grow.